What up? It is your girl Raina Rhea, or Raina Rayan, whatever you prefer to call me, as long as you call me something. You dig? You dig. So today we're going to be talking about the long-awaited video, because where the have I been? How I moved to Dallas. I may do timestamps, I may not do timestamps, but we'll see. You'll see. If I did them, they'll be in the comment section down below or the description bar or whatever. Let's give some background. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. Pretty much my whole life I stayed there. Last summer, I moved to Chicago. Chicago was cute. It was nice, but it was expensive. So I was kind of bouncing back and forth between Chicago and Michigan because like my family and stuff were there. So I was like homesick a little bit. By the end of my lease, I was damn near fully moved back to Michigan. Right. Keep that in mind. When it started getting cold outside, I was like, I really do hate the northern winters. They make me so sad. So I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I was toying with the idea like, oh, I wanna, move. I wanna go down south. I wanna go somewhere hot. I don't want a snowy winter no more. I'm tired of that. I don't want the sads no more. I don't want no dry skin, dry, brittle hair. Vitamin D me, please. You know what I'm saying? I started putting it out in the air. Even though it was in a joking manner, I'm moving down south. Now, y'all, you got to be careful what you wish for and what you put into the air, because when you say it, it's going to happen. Especially if you say it with some type of emotion and gumption behind it, it's gonna happen. Come like the winter, my brain was like, oh, maybe I really don't want to move, or maybe I should just stay here. Maybe I should get a home in Michigan. Maybe I should settle down. Then I realized, I'm 24. What do I look like settling down right now? I ain't got no man. I ain't got no kids to hold me into one area. Why am I staying here? I can always come back here when I get old. So I'm like, that. We finna go somewhere where it's hot. So I finally was like, all right, let me figure out what I want to do. Should I look for places or should I look for a job? I looked for places, which was probably my first mistake. And also, these cheap prices that they was talking about, it must have been the COVID deal, because I had just missed that for real. Oh, it's so cheap. I was looking at them apartments. I think maybe they're talking about owning houses, but the apartments, mad money. I'm like, sir, I'm gonna need a roommate. They make it seem so easy on YouTube. They make it seem so easy. It was not that. It was not giving that. The reviews, oh, the roof was caving in. The people shady. The gates broke here. People be robbing us. The music's so loud. Bugs, infestations. I just was like, I'll fucking give up. I need to stay my ass here. No, fuck it. I gotta go. I started looking for jobs. But the problem with jobs, finding a job in a place in a different state, is they're interdependent on one another. Let me stop waving this microphone. They're interdependent on one another. So it's like, in order to get the job, you have to have a place to put on the application, and it should be in the same state. Now, it doesn't always work out that way, but most of the time they're going to be like, oh, you're out of state. You're too much of a risk. You can't work here. And in order to get into a place and get approved, you need to have a viable income. You need to make a certain amount of money. And if you don't have income, how are you going to pay your rent? You're not getting approved. Right? Start looking for jobs instead. Let's focus on jobs. I don't know how soon it's going to happen, but if I find a job, I can just go down there, right? So this is like July. It was a Saturday night in July, and I'm just like around putting in applications. I put in the application Saturday night. I get a voicemail on my phone Monday morning like, hey, this is blank calling about application that you put in. Do you think you can come in for an interview sometime soon? Call us back at this number, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that was fast. So I called back, and I had to get my plan together. I'm like, what am I going to say? Am I just going to turn it down, or am I going to be like, yeah, sure? Because I can't be down there the same day. I just can't. It's just not possible. They're like, can you come in today? And I'm like, no. Could I come in maybe Wednesday or Thursday? And they're like, sure, you can come in around this time. Does that work for you? And I'm like, yeah, that works for me. I get off the phone and have a heart attack. What am I going to do? How am I getting down there? How am I getting back? I never flew on no airplane. I never even been to Texas. Don't call me stupid. I'm just young and living life. I'm like, okay, I gotta book a flight. The train or driving is just not gonna happen. So I book a flight. I don't go by myself, of course. I book a flight, go to Texas, do the interview. And before I leave Texas, they give me a call and it's like, can you come in next week and start? We're offering you a position. And I'm like, that means I have to move. If I accept this job offer, I have to move. And it was good money. So I take my ass back on the flight. First of all, As a matter of fact, not first of all, but flying, awful. I really hate it. I'm gonna insert a clip just to show you how bad it was for me. Because this nigga said, you know how a plane's supposed to go like this? This nigga said this. And I just thought I was gonna die instantly. We made it back in one piece. I was so exhausted, but I didn't really have time to sleep because now I gotta pack up my whole life. Now, lucky me, my was in a storage unit. So because I was like moving back and forth and taking stuff, and I didn't have much to pack up. I bought like 3 bags with me. I bought my console, I bought some clothes, some presentable stuff, my makeup, a couple of wigs, and I was out. I would have brought all my stuff until I realized how expensive it was. See, these YouTubers, they don't be getting into it like for real. It is expensive to move. All these people, I only have $500 and I moved. What did you move with? Between the two of us, me and my roommate, we had about $4,000. By the end of it, we were in the negatives. What was you doing that I wasn't doing? Because to get my just for a rate, when I was getting a rate to get my like a container or a pod shipped with my stuff, they said $2,300. I exit that live chat so fast, like how what? Please be honest with these people. Cause it takes money to move. I still don't have all my here. It's October. So got a hotel for 2 weeks. We got a hotel for 2 weeks. We drove down. It was the longest 17 and a half hours of my life. We went into some real sketch areas for people who look like this, real scary shit. But we finally made it to the hotel. We went to sleep. I was going to work in that hotel like it was nothing. Whole time I'm grinding, looking for places to stay. And I was seeing places that were shitty. They were awful. As a matter of fact, I know you probably would never see this video, but if you ever see this video and you remember me going to view an apartment, I know it looked a little different because I wasn't wearing makeup, but the reason why I left so fast was because it was a big fat daddy roach on the floor, laying on his back. Outside of the apartment just being awful and the maintenance being bad, there's a big fat daddy roach laying on his back like that. And yeah, that's why I left so fast without saying anything. So yeah, next time you show that unit, make sure you clean that floor before somebody else goes in there and sees that and does the same thing that I did. We have finally found one after going through all the roach infested nasty places. We finally found one that was perfect in our budget and just beautiful. It was divine how this happened. 2 weeks. We had booked the hotel for 2 weeks. Understand that there's a lot of money, so that ate up a lot of our savings. 2 weeks. Both of us had jobs before we got here. For one, we applied for an apartment at the beginning of that week. We were approved and in that apartment by the end of the 2 weeks. Amazing. You'll see the unfurnished tour. It may not be much to y'all, but it was a lot to me, and I love it. And I'm happy with the deal that I got. When I arrived here, when I first touched down, for real, I hated it. Nothing about Texas did I like. I'm a city girl. I'm a motherfucking city girl. Period. But yes, no, I'm a city girl at heart. I'm a city girl in every way. I'm not a country girl. I don't like the country. I just didn't like it. As a matter of fact, I took some videos. I don't know, I look crazy, but I'm gonna insert them right here. I'm probably the most northern person that I know. Like, I don't like the country. I like the city shit. I love the city life. I love my buildings on top of each other like this. All of them all together like that. Why is my silly ass in Texas right now? Oh yeah, I remember why. Because of the money. I came down here and got a job within 5 days. Right. But now here's the problem. I don't like it right now. I ain't never seen no roaches outside like that. Like, we came to see places. Roach was just on his back. Like that. I really did not like it. But once we got approved for the apartment and we were living in our place, starting to furnish it, everything was just coming together. It seemed like everything just fell right into place at perfect timing. Like, it was really stressful, or it should have been more stressful, honestly, the way we did it. So I was like, wow, I'm kind of feeling good. And the money just started flowing in, meeting friends, new people, trying new things, getting mental help. Everything was just great down here. I don't regret the move. I really don't. And I hope that if you ever wanted to move to Texas to flourish, do it. Or if you wanted to move anywhere, do it. As a matter of fact, let's have a moment for an inspirational word. Raina's inspirational word, if you will. If you're ever thinking about going somewhere or making a big move, but you're like scared to, just do it. The worst that can happen is it doesn't turn out how you expect it. Fear is, I can't say fear is fake. I don't believe in toxic positivity. I don't believe in none of that. But failure literally to me is you giving up. As long as you don't give up, you'll get to where you need to go. I mean, look at what the I did and how I did it. So sloppily and ghettoly. Like, I still made it. Why can't you? Of course you can. That's the correct answer. So I'm rooting for y'all, and I want to hear y'all stories down in the comments. And if you in Dallas and you want to be friends, also talk to me in the comments. And if y'all got any questions, please leave them down below. I'm so interested to hear everybody's stories. And if you want to see any Dallas content, drop that down below too, so I can make it happen for you. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, because I really want y'all to see the silliness and craziness that I have in store for you. I got one question. Who gonna pop me? Who is going to pop me? That's right. No freaking body. Have a wonderful night, y'all.